This is freaking insane. I got the Danessa Myricks Beauty Groundwork Defining Neutrals palette. Girl, this just launched like 2-3 days ago. The moment this was spoiled on socials, I became obsessed. I'm gonna give you details on this palette. I know I've received it in PR. I don't really have to talk about it, but I want to because I was going to buy it anyway. Listen, this is more than innovative. This is freaking fantabulous. This is a true full face palette. I'm gonna give you full details. I'm gonna give you price points. I'm gonna give you everything. And I'm just gonna tell you right now that when you see the look that we're gonna put together, which is why the face has nothing on it, you're gonna want this palette, you're gonna need this palette. And if you can't get it yourself, let's just say Christmas is literally around the corner because a blink of an eye, Christmas is here. Add it to your wish list. And I don't really tend to push product like this, but I'm like, my heart is beating. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful they sent it to me. Okay, let's get into it. Locations where you can purchase this palette would be DanessaMyricksBeauty.com or Sephora, and it's gonna retail $65. Again, this just launched, and on Sephora.com there are already 129 reviews, over 5,000 hearts, meaning either people love it already because they purchased it or they're saving it because they're going to buy it later, and it has a full 5 stars, which is huge. I love the color range. I love how they swatched it, and most brands do this, but I love how they swatched every single color range on different colors so that you can see how true to color and how opaque and pigmented everything is going to look. And then they explain how multitaskable this entire palette is. It is a multi-use talc-free palette with velvety pomades and coordinating, oil-absorbing, shaping powders that easily define the eyes, brows, cheeks, and lips. One of their highlighted ingredients controls oils and smooths texture while setting to ensure long wear. It provides a matte finish. It contains a cream formula. It is fragrance-free, long wearing. It also contains pressed powder formula, black owned at Sephora. And just so that you guys can understand how these formulas work, the bigger pan is your pomade. This is what you're gonna use as your base, as basically your all over face. And then you're gonna use the smaller pans, which are your pressed powders, to set everything that you wanna set. Now, I've seen a ton of content over on Instagram, and it has been stunning. I am so impressed, which is why I wanted the palette. You're able to fill in your brows, conceal, contour, blush, create an eye look, lips. You can pretty much do everything with this palette. And we are going to do that right now. Now, both formulas are supposed to be long wear. However, if you set the pomade with the powder, it'll make it even more budge proof. I'm gonna grab an angled brush and I will dip into the black shade. It is called tourmaline. And I'm gonna mix some of that onto this brown, which is bark. This is so creamy. And I'm gonna feather those shades into the brow. I'm gonna fill my brow in ever so gently. You guys, this is so pigmented. Like, a little bit is gonna go a very long way. Do not overdo it, do not dip. I just glided on both colors and it's already doing the most. And then whatever's left, which obviously there's a lot of product left, I'll feather on the inner portion of the brow. I'll pull that up as well. I'm gonna wanna conceal my brow, so I think I wanna mix these 3 shades to conceal the brow area a smidge. By mixing all 3 pomades, I'm trying to create my own shade. That way it'll match. I think I did it. Kind of insane how pigmented and buttery it is at the same time. Let's conceal the under eye area. I'm gonna grab a little bit of sandstone and mix a little bit of core, and I'm gonna apply that under my eye. I'm gonna bring it in the inner corner like this. I'm gonna blend that out. Don't worry, you guys are like, wait, that's kind of bright. I know, it's supposed to conceal. I'm gonna use this as a base for the eye as well. And you guys know I like to go a little brighter under the eye, but not crazy bright. That's why I mixed core and sandstone, because it'll give me the brightness that I want along with the proper tone. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do the one side so you guys can see how it builds and like the difference. Grabbing a little more of sandstone, I'm gonna pop that on the inner portion of the eye. I wanna go into chiseled and I'm gonna apply that above the crease. I'll go into sculpted and apply that on the maybe like a outer third of the eye. And remember, these are all pomades, so it's bizarre because it's like a cream powder formula, and it's blending, it's feathering, it's looking flawless. I'm not mad at her. I love it already. Okay, we're gonna apply that out here, and then whatever's left I'll drag underneath. I want a touch of the shade Harvest, and I want to apply a little bit of that on the center to help with the transition. Grabbing a fluffier brush, I'll go into Sculpted, and I'm going to begin to feather in that shade as my contour and or bronzer. Let's apply a little bit on the side of my nose. I never really contour my nose, but let's do that. I think I might want to go a little deeper on the outer corner and under the eye, but we're just kind of piecing the puzzle together. So let's see what happens. The brush we used for concealing, we're going to do the same thing, go back and forth, and let's conceal the center of the brow. I always do that. I'm finding that these formulas are so forgiving. They're going to provide you really nice coverage. It's going to look flawless, but it's going to be easy for you to shade match yourself. You all already know we do a little bit down the bridge of the nose. And then, of course, we have to bring that concealing down a smidge. I really like that you can see through to my freckles and my true skin, my little imperfections. So it looks like second skin, and it's setting like a powder. We're going to do the chin area. Yeah, you guys, I think we're going to go a little deeper, so I'll go into the black. I'm in the habit of tapping, but this is a pomade. You don't have to tap it. So I'm going to pat the black here. I'm going to let it sit there for a second, but I want to build most of the product here. And then I will gently drag under the eye whatever's left. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Oh, it looks so good so far. I'm going to bring her in a smidge. And I think I want to emphasize Harvest a little more. That is a beautiful, true chocolate brown right there. With the same brush we used on that gray shade, let's polish this off. And then I'm gonna dip right back in to Sandstone. I'm gonna polish that up a bit. And then I think the eye is pretty good. Now the cheeks are going to need a blush. And I think this shade over here is gonna be stunning on my complexion. So I am gonna go in with the pomade first. I'll flip it over and dip into the powder formula. And I'm gonna set that. I wanna go right over it. I wanna intensify it a little bit. And yeah, I can go with a bigger brush, but I don't want to. This is coming together beautifully. I want to apply black on the eye. I'm gonna do both. I'm going to do the tourmaline pomade first. I will tuck down my eye a little bit and then just apply it with a flat definer brush. I'm gonna flip it over and I will dip into tourmaline, but the powder version. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because yes, it's supposed to be long wear, but it's going on the waterline and I have really dry eyes. So often enough throughout the day, they get so dry and uncomfortable that I have to close them for a while and then they get watery instantly, which is weird. So I dipped into the powder and then I'm going to apply the powder right over that to set it. And then if I wanted to, which obviously I'm going to, I can drag whatever's left on the brush out a little bit just to kind of like lift the eye. Now it's time for lips. Let's see what lip combo I come up with. I think I'm gonna go into Bark. I'll mix it with Sculpted and I'm gonna line my lips. And then with another brush, I'll dip into Core and I think I wanna mix it with Mirage. And this is our lip combo. Now I'm gonna turn my head sideways. It's gonna look super weird because I have one side that's basically ready and then the other one is like, what? I just look tired, right? Other than the eyebrow, I want you guys to look at the difference on the way my skin looks, how tired it looks, the under eye. The eyes don't look as lifted and or awake. My cheeks are not as pronounced as on this side. This palette's no joke. Now I have to do the other side. The Groundwork Defining Neutrals is so fun, easy to use, and I think it's a home run when it comes to innovation in the beauty industry. This palette is going to be amazing for anyone who is a creative. Creative, not creator. You don't have to have any social media presence. You don't have to be a makeup artist to own this and play with it and enjoy it. Creative is someone that likes to experiment and try new things and try the color building that I've been teaching you guys and all of that. I think this is gonna be amazing for all of you guys. I'm obsessed. You guys, did you think that I would create a look like this with the palette literally from head to toe? Insane. Have you seen spoilers on the palette? Are you gonna get this palette? If you enjoy product reviews, makeup tutorials, and tips and tricks from a makeup artist, make sure you visit my playlists. I have a full-on review playlist as well as a makeup tutorials playlist I know you're gonna enjoy. I'll suggest 2 videos here on screen I'm hoping you'll consider checking out, and if you do, I will see you guys over there. Bye guys.